Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well. I was asked if I could share how I did my traveler's notebook. If you remember, I showed you a traveler's notebook that I did with the 3-pack notebooks from the dollar store. So that's what I will be doing today. I will be showing you. If it's too long, I will make a part 1 and a part 2 video on this, but if I can make it in one full video, I will. So let me show you what you will need. You will, just for the notebooks, let's focus on the notebooks right now. So you're gonna need six pages of paper for your 3 notebooks, because you're gonna use one for the cover and then one for the inside, unless you do not want to cover the inside, and then don't worry about it, and then you will only need 3 sheets if you go that route. But I do like to cover the inside. I think it looks cuter and it matches your paper collection or whatever paper you decide to choose to use. So I have all 6 pages ready, so let's get started. I will show you. And this one, oh, I decided to make mine like a llama collection. I've been wanting to do a llama one. So I have some digital paper kits and I printed this one. This one has cactus and this one will be for the inside. This one, look at how cute this one is. This is from Jan Hadfield, Chasing Dreams. Or not Chasing Dreams. Why am I thinking Chasing Dreams? Chasing Adventures. Look at how cute the llamas are. So this will be the cover for the front of my traveler's notebook. I will be saving this one for that. But let's get started on the notebooks. And let me show you how I do it. You can always measure. But remember, the spine is not like completely flat, so it will be a little bit smaller. Remember, it has a curve. So for some reason, if I just measure, it's always a little bit shorter, because once you wrap it around and it has that curve, it ends up being smaller. So this is what I do. I like to do it like this, like wrap it around. And even if you have a little bit of extra paper, it's okay, because you can always cut. You will be seeing this image here. I was gonna print something out, but then I printed the wrong size. So I do reuse paper, especially if I'm gluing it and you won't see it, it's okay. So this is, I'm reusing my paper that I made a mistake on. All right, so now you can just trace, so you'll know like where to cut. So I'm just gonna fold it again, make sure that everything looks okay. All right, so what I'm just gonna do is, I traced already, but it looks like it's gonna be a little bit smaller on this side, so I'm not gonna cut where I traced. I'm just going to I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. So I'm going to glue the back first. And then once I'm done gluing the back, I will glue the front, and that way I can just trace or cut around it. So go ahead and add the back part. And it looks like a little bit crooked, but it's okay. That's where these detailing small scissors from the dollar store come in handy. They have a very sharp blade. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue. So I'm gonna use my Barely Art glue. I really love this glue. All right, so once you put glue, go ahead and some glue got on me. So go ahead and just press down. And as you can see, it does have a little bit of extra paper, which is okay. When we are done gluing the other side, we're gonna cut around it. So don't worry about that side right now. All right, so now the other side, I like to open it like this so I can go ahead and put some right here on the spine. And just add extra in there. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put some on the cover. Okay, so now go ahead and fold forward. Press down so it can stick nicely. All right, so now we're gonna go in there with our detailing scissors and cut around whatever extra paper is showing. Okay, now turn all the pages to the back so you can be able to see the other side or where the cover is. So I'm just cutting the extra. As you can see, there's some extra. But remember, I like to leave that extra in case I make a mistake and I cut this side a little bit shorter. I can have more, I can get some more paper from this end if I need it on this side. Okay, so there's the first one. Now, see, that's how it turns out. So now we're gonna cover the inside of the notebook, the inside. All right, so your extra paper that you're gonna have, don't throw that away, because if you like using all of your paper like I do, you can make your bookmark using this side here. You can use the bottom for embellishments. So go ahead and save that. All right, so now we're gonna do the inside. And the inside is pretty much same process. So I like to get my paper, put it inside just like that. If you don't feel comfortable, leave extra space over here like this. See how it's showing? You can do that if you don't feel comfortable. That way you can just cut around. But if you feel comfortable, you can put it as close as you can to the edge. As close as you can to the edge and trace around. I will put it as close as I can to the edge. Just make sure that it's not gonna show on this side. Now trace, be careful not to color this, your paper. So now, as you can see, I traced it. I don't know if it shows in the camera because I did trace very lightly. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut around. All right, so there's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue it, and then I'll cut around any little extra pieces that are showing. Go ahead and add your glue. Okay, so as you can see, I added the glue. Now I'm going to put the paper over that glue. Try to push it as in as you can to the, so it can be really good in there. And now, okay, so my camera cut off. So let me show you. So I already put the glue. I think that's what you had seen the last part. So it's already there. So now I'm just go ahead and going to fold it. And I'm just gonna cut any extra excess of the paper. You can see a little bit showing. So I'm just gonna clean it up and cut around as neatly as I can. Okay, so there's that. So that's gonna be the back. It's already covered. So now let's do the other side, the front part. And just press down so it can be more flat. All right, so let's do this other side. So go ahead and grab the same paper. You can either use your cutter to make a straight line, or you can just use the other side. When you use a cutter to cut this part, you will have a little bit of extra left. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use it like this so it won't take too long. Go ahead and trace. All right. Now cut. And this is what you will have left. So go ahead and save this. Like I said, you can do your bookmark from here. You can do embellishments for your traveler's notebook from here. All right, same thing. Go ahead and line it up. You will have a little bit of extra for some reason. Even if I trace, I always have extra paper. I don't know if that happens to you guys. Oh, and I did not put the pin back on this, so that's the only thing. If you don't put the pin back, it does tend to clog up a little bit, like, or dry out. Not dry out, but clog up. All right, so I'm putting the glue. Put some pressure on it. Fold, put pressure. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut around the extra paper that is showing. There's very little showing right there, as you can see, that white. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that off. You want it to have a nice, clean look. All right, so there's the first notebook. We are done with the first one. So now you're gonna do that same process with the other two, and then we'll continue with the cover. So for now, I'm just gonna show you how to do one because it's the same process for the other two. You cover the front and then you cover the inside, cut around to have a clean, look, and then you will be done.